Fucking hell, what are we saying, boys? What are we saying, boys? How are we doing? How are we doing, everyone? Fuck me. What are we saying, everyone? How are we doing? Let me get the link sent in. There is sound now, boys, don't worry. Turn this fucking fan off as well. It is hot as shit today. Oh, fuck you. I was just about to... It is hot as absolute shit today, boys, and holy fuck, man. Why does this keep happening to me, boys? Why does this keep fucking happening? Oh, this makes the market so much more difficult. Yeah, chat, let me know what we're looking for. EU buys, GU buys, EU sells, GU sells, maybe it's EG. Just let me know, everyone, what are we looking for? What trades are we looking to get into today? There is sound, there is sound, there is sound. There is fucking sound, boys. Chill out. We do have sound. Let's get this shit on, man. Actually, this is about. Oh. It's not a race to the end. Yeah, everyone, let me know what we're looking for. Let me know what we're looking for. It's not the easiest one today, chat. I'll be honest, it's not the easiest one, so we've got to be clever with it today. We've got to approach the market cleverly today. Very cleverly. It's not as simple as most days where it's just buy or sell in the same direction. All the pairs are looking a little bit different to each other. So, yeah, we'll go through everything, how you should be trading it, etc., etc. Right. Alright, sweet. Sweet. Sweet as. Sweet as. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, boys. The market's been made a lot harder all of a sudden. Good win for the Spurs. Alright, Shafraf. Shut the fuck up. I knew this was going to start. I was just waiting till it started, and it's already started. Sweet as. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but wait, did we do a free? Alright, yeah, everyone get at me on the... everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. 30 likes and we'll go through everyone's chart. 30 likes and we'll go through the chat. We'll go through the chat, we'll go through the charts, we'll go through everything. Everyone double tap on that, well, singular tap on that like button. And smash it, boys. I'm going to go over basically what I'm seeing. So, yeah, it's not easy, boys. Today, I'll be honest, it's really, really not easy. I can see us coming lower. I can see us coming higher. We may as well start on the 4-hour and start from where the bullshit arises. Alright. I do hope GU come down. Because, boy, I was going to get in longs and then ended up not. So, we'll still see how this one plays, though. Just draw it across. was a bit wary, I mean, 'cause it taps in during news, obviously, so we didn't really want to, do you know what I mean? Hopefully it can come back down and tap us. Anyway, yeah, let's start with the DXY. So the DXY, obviously, first and foremost. Alright, I'll show you a few of the reasons why it's kind of unclear. I mean, first of all, the weekly. Weekly, I'm at this point pretty sure that we're reacting off this fair value and not this CRT. So my bias on the weekly is going to be bearish, right? Going to be bearish. So I want sells down to these lows. I want to start taking out these candle lows, right? However, on the 4 hour, when we go to the 4 hour, we look at the market structure. Well, first of all, we can see us agreeing with that, right? Internal, external, internal, external, internal. All right, so we're coming to fill internal now to then take external. So that's the first thing, is that we need to come up in order to come down. We are at this order block as hit as well. So if you look at this as sort of one leg of price in terms of your market structure shift, we actually haven't had that market structure shift yet. We've broken these sort of lows, but this is the main range, right? So we could potentially come up with that order block. Probably not, but we are going to have a bit of buying pressure because it is quite an important order block. And then we want to come up higher and tap into here, really, right? That's what we want to do. Want to tap into this and then move down. So that's why initially I do want us to move up in order to actually take out the full, well, the prior day obviously, but mainly that imbalance is the main thing. And then obviously we've got this high here. Okay, I think we've actually just completed this CRT as well. Yeah, we actually have. And right, we completed this CRT, and now price is looking a little bit better to the downside now. So this is what I mean. It's really not clear. Obviously, we could potentially be buying off of here. The main thing is the higher time frame bias, which is what's awkward for us, because we can easily see buys off of here into here, and then obviously get our big sells. Or this could be all we wanted to complete, and we could see us going down. Have we fully filled this? Not really. Like, we've only filled it barely 50%, so could come down for that last push and then that. But yeah, your easiest bias would be shorts on here, which would then therefore be buyers on EUGU. So yeah, shorts is probably the most probable, at least down to here anyway. And then, yeah, EU, same really. It filled that imbalance from yesterday. Remember that imbalance that we wanted to see filled yesterday? It's pretty much been filled. We are part of this. We have got the CRT as well, though, which is the only thing that makes it kind of meh. But anyway, yeah, we've got that there, so we'll mark that out. This is our imbalance. So after taking internal, we should obviously come from that to that external high now. So yeah, right now I'm more be looking at buys just because of how we're playing. This is what I mean with, oh bro, I hate when I do that, bro. When I've got to switch my whole thing around. Oh mate, hate doing that shit, bro. DXY at the top. Oh, I've got 2 GUs, then GU, then EU, then EG, and then fuck it, whatever else. Oh, bro, this is annoying. If this one runs straight. I do think this is going to run straight to TP. I do think this is going to run straight into TP. Let's see if we do have a close of this inversion as well. We'll see. I mean, again, the RR is just fucking bad, man. The RR is just really bad. Really, really bad. I don't really want to be getting into a trade at a 1-7.5. It's just not really worth it for me. Yeah, this is an awkward situation. I just decreased my stop loss, which is not always a good idea, but in this situation, I'm going to have to do it. We need a little bit of fuck me price. Like, calm down a little bit. Holy shit, bruv. It needs to calm down, sir. Please calm down. Oh, mate, even this GU, bro. This is... I mean, I wanted this to tap back in so some of you, man, could join us on this move. Still hoping we can kind of do that. We have broken the high now, though, which is not really ideal. Let's wait for this candle close. Yeah, bro, I'll be honest, the markets is just fucking here, there, and everywhere right now. There's not really any, like... There's no real clarity. Even this, right, we don't want to be buying off of necessarily right here. Like, everything's just there or thereabouts. Like, it's good, but it's not great. You know what I mean? It's good, but it's not great. Even this leg here is from here to here, so this isn't even in the OT. It's not even in the top 50%. So you wouldn't even be looking to... Oh. You wouldn't even really... Fuck me, go now, you cunt. Yeah, so we're not even in the fucking discount. Right, we'd ideally want to come down here and then look for buys. So it's really not an optimal day. I mean, the internal external looks good for this one. We should see the extension up. But we've got price, but we've got CRT below it, which could be targeted potentially. Yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a fucking difficult one today. The CRT. To be fair, I wouldn't overly be looking at this CRT. I'd more be looking at, I suppose, this one, because this is the one that was actually grabbed, like decently grabbed. Or at least this fucking one. Which obviously completed there. I don't know. Yeah. Just going to get rid of these CRTs, I'll be honest. It's just too wicky for me to do it. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, I'll read the chat in a sec, boys. I'll read the chat in a sec. I'll check EG as well, but EG's more of the same, really, to what we've been... Well, it was bearish. Let's see if it's flipped now. Yeah, nice, right. So EG's actually doing what we want. EG actually completed, just didn't give any entries. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting in this one. That's a shit one. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Pick. I'll read the chat in just a sec, boys. Mate, it's just not helpful, is it? Yeah, it's a difficult one because I don't really like having my stop losses too tight like this, either. Yeah, it's a risky one, this one. But fuck it. Alright, yeah, I'm going to read chat now anyway. See what everyone's saying, see what everyone's looking at. Alright, fuck it. Alright, cool. Fuck it, let me read the chat. Alright, morning everyone. I'm not gonna go over the mornings, but good morning everyone. Give me all, oh, fuck you, Stu. GJ, but wanna see good inversion of 50%. Sweet. You're always looking at GJ Vigok, innit? You never trade in EUG, you're always GJ. Alright. For fuck's sake. Ow. Fucking hit me back. Not me, do I have any of these working? Really doesn't help that they're all red and all the exact same colour, so there's no distinction between the working ones and broken ones. But anyway, right, GU buys, maybe even EU buys. Good win for Spurs. Yeah, it was a good win for Spurs. Are you taking these trades? Yeah, I'm going to be looking to. GU buys look good. Looking for EU buys today. ACG code Richest, 10% off. Yeah, bro, I do have a code. I do have a code for ACG. Code Richest for ACG at checkout to get 15% off, as Stu just said. PMI at 9:30, yeah. Let's quickly go over the news, actually. Let's quickly go over the news, because it is quite a news-heavy day, so you do want to be careful. Like, you are probably going to get caught in and out of news. This GU is not going to make it to the re-entry. I think that's pretty clear. USD CAD, GU news, yeah, waiting for news for clear direction. What was your reasoning? I'm just going to leave it till PMI. Feels I'm trying to pick the bones if I trade, fair enough. Not good to force a setup, guys. Maybe tomorrow. Did you take this trade in EU? Gonna make breakfast and go for a long dog walk and try and forget about the fact I have a root canal at 2:30. I'm bare happy you've got a root canal at 2:30. I'm actually happy your day's ruined, Stu. And I've been hoping that for all Tottenham fans I've been seeing. Like, all my mates, whenever I see their story, I'm like, bruv, I wish just like your Uber don't turn up or something and you got to get a train home all the way, or like you lose your wallet whilst going on the pitch or something, or like you get stabbed by. Okay, that's a bit far, but yeah. Good luck for your root canal, but I hope it fucking hurts. And I hope it means you can't truly enjoy. And that is top level hating required for a moment like this. Set some alerts. Yeah, that's it, Richard, man. He's got till 9:30 to see anyway. So hope EU can tap in. To be fair, GU's probably not worth it, boys. So if you're thinking getting in GU, I had limits on GU on a different account as well. But it's not going to tap in, so I'm going to remove them now. Alright. To be fair, boys, with this one as well, I know we did have our stop loss tight, but you shouldn't really do this. You should always just have it safe, man. If you got to aim for less, then yeah, just aim for here. Like, there's two ways. You can either go like that, or sensible way, which is that. Either one, yeah. Like people are saying, we do have news, so we want to be careful today, but we'll see, man. We'll see how we do. This is obviously your sensible one, and the other one is if you're an absolute G and just taking a risk. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people's getting in today anyway, so we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. Let me keep this one on just so we can see how it does. Let's go over EG as well while we're waiting. Just need this to keep moving down, really. Fuck you, Stu. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie, Stu. I don't know what you expected this morning. Yeah, I feel like even the setup comes through, the tight SL could fuck us over and then move and still not happen. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Right, boom. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did take that because I'm feeling fucking horrible about myself because of the game. We are running 1.6k in profit, and I'm gonna be a pussy and move my stop loss to break even. Ignore me today, boys. Just fucking ignore me. I'm a shell of a man today. I'm a shell of a fucking man. Right, we're a percent up. I'm not gonna lie, this is running nicely as toss, but this is bare risky of me, so I'm gonna move my stop loss to BE. Fuck it. Alright, now let's just let this one run, man. If it stops us out of BE, it stops us out. At least we're fucking in. Let's go. Yeah, we took obviously that L yesterday, boys, so I do need a bit more of a return. Nice, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, for Tottenham. Come on, United. Actually, fuck United. No, I hate United. This is a pleasure trade, boys, and you shouldn't do this, but this is a pleasure trade. I'll be honest. This isn't a bad trade, in this is not like a stupid trade or anything, but yeah, it's just not like the most confirmed one. We just need another run up. My stop's at break even now anyway, so I'm pretty cushy. Is that 2.9? Yeah. Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, we're sitting at 3.5%. Well, 3.5k up, which is. All right, I want to see this DTO get hit, and then. Come on, let's go, man. Let's fucking go. Let's go, man. Let's fucking go. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Alright, cool. Let's just let this one play. Yeah, boys, let me know if chat, is anyone Champions Europe? You've never seen that. I was waiting for that. Chat, let me know if anyone's in any positions right now. Let's take a picture of this. Yeah, this one's scaring me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Keep an eye on GU. GU's still pushing. DXY, right, nice. Yes, lovely, right. We need DXY to push through. Like, that's perfect what we wanted off that fucking inversion. We need it to just push through and just completely move past this order block in every way. Right, we need a complete and utter rejection from this order block. Complete and utter rejection. We can't have it starting to respect it. That's what we can't have. We need a complete and utter rejection of this. Complete and utter. We also need we also need EG to continue to move up into that. That's not what we need, EG. That's really not. I didn't get in, felt too risky. Took EU, took that EU buy too. I'll take EU. GU back to TP in GU. Nice. What we need for the DXY is we need a complete and utter. Oh. We need a complete and utter disrespect of this fucking. Just like, bro. Do you know what I actually realised yesterday as well? For all you Tottenham fans and United fans in here, yeah. For 17 years of football history, which is pretty much my whole life of football history. Tottenham have never won something, right? And there's always been one player where the buck stops there. There's always been one player where it come down to them, whether it be in the first round, the second round, a semi-final, or final, whoever it will be. There was always one person that made it so that the natural order would always be that Tottenham don't win anything. Until it came down to Onana. Until it came down to Onana to just save an average shot. It wasn't even an average shot, it was shit. I'd probably have saved it just because my positioning, I'd be glued to the near post. Bro, did anyone else deep that? The Bucks stopped at Onana. For 17 years, we managed it. 17 years, it was never too much. And now, oh my days, Onana is the one guy that couldn't actually save us. I don't like that guy. I really don't like that guy. How much RR am I up right now? 2 and a bit. 2 and a squee. Yeah, we need DXY to just keep bodying past this. Where'd you enter GU? I didn't enter GU. I set a limit, but I was too late. It was my own fault, bro. I was too late and didn't get tapped in. It's because we tapped in once. I was looking at that level, but I'll show you. It's because we already tapped in a few times. So like we tapped in here, which was obviously news. Then we tapped in again, and then I was like, oh, you know what, I want to take it. And then, yeah, it was kind of too late. So I placed the limit, but we didn't get in. We should still continue to run up, though. Nice. DXY running up. Let's go. Let's move to that DTO point. What R are we up now? Right, we're up about 3R up. 3R up. I'm out. I'm out. Fuck it, I'll take that. 2.5%. 2.5%. I'll take that, man. Take that. I shouldn't have really got into the trade because it was so near to news, so I'll take that. Boom. We're at the DTO. I said I wanted to see it run to the DTO and then see what happens. So yeah, I'll leave that at that. Got out at 3R. Would have been nice to have 5, but yeah, it's what it is, boys. Right, yeah, I'm out. I am fucking out. 9-2. 9-2 I got out at. Let's see how well that was of an exit. Yeah, ACG, bro, you need to watch yourself because your spreads are taking a piss sometimes, I can't lie. About 2.92, bro. I closed it literally 2 seconds ago. What are you talking about? To be fair, fair enough, yeah. Sounds about right. Sweet, but I got out here anyway, so. As I said, we probably are going to run up to the high, but we have news and we're at this DTO, so yeah, I'm just out and that's it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Let me get back to the comments now. Let me see what people's doing. Seen another side of Lou this morning. Bro, we're all human, I'll be real. He's defo rattled by Spurs. Bro, of course I'm fucking rattled by Spurs. And I knew you man was going to come on here and start talking about it. Like, you man don't understand. Like, me going on live here is like going to work, bro, and you got a Spurs fan sitting here and a Spurs fan sitting here. You think I want to be here? To be fair, I do want to be here. I'll be real, actually, my day would be shit without streaming in the morning. I do actually genuinely enjoy it, innit? But today, I was sitting there, bro. When I woke up, I was like, bro, this is going to be peak. This is going to be peak. What are you saying, Dylan? Fuck me, man. Got the rules to steal this guy, respect it. Just milked the markets. That's it, bro. Just milk these markets. Chelsea final soon, yeah, I know. Chelsea don't really matter. It's just Tottenham because Tottenham's just like so bad and they've actually won something. To be fair, that final was so shit. was so shit. But yeah, not glad. We caught a clean little bit of PA there though, fuck me. Any chance of seeing the CRT again? I'm a big United fan. What do you mean of seeing the CRT? What CRT, bro? What CRT do you mean? When is the Chelsea final? I don't know, but it is soon. You trying to sort someone out with a ticket? My mate's got it. Oh, your mate's got it. Oh shit, yeah, cool. That's cool. I thought we had two in it. I wasn't really trying to pay for two and roll on my ones. If your mate's got it, that's cushy. That's cushy. I mean, yeah, EG moving up for us now, which is kind of what we want. Who's still in any trades? Let me know if we're still in any trades. Please don't talk about football. I'm so sad. I've seen Vicario battle through the shit keepers. Then he redeemed himself for the last mins. Yeah, but I'll be real. Halfway through, I was listening to it on the radio. Innit? I was just listening to it on the radio because I was streaming it. I went to the pub and then I was like, hang on, why the fuck did I do this? It's full of Tottenham fans. So I left, went back to me pals, and watched it. And then the stream was just bugging out, bruv. So I just listened to it on the radio. Garnacho and Maino are leaving. Bro, how is he not starting Maino? If I was Maino, mate, I'd be fuming. I would actually be fuming. Like, you're telling me Maino's not good enough to get into that side? Nice, bro. Which indicator you used? Seen another side of Lou this morning, EG, yeah. Just melts the market. 30 for a risky trade, yeah, trust. No, I know that was a bit, obviously, emotional. Well, it was quite emotional, but... Number one, I don't do that all the time, like some of you fucking bastards. And number two... Well, yeah, that's number one. I just don't do that. You man see me enough times on live. I don't normally do that. Gold long will be SL soon. Wait, what? Come on, your dad United. Big up. No, my dad ain't United. Wait, what? Gift, wait. It's beautiful to... Wait. I'm a big United fan, but I knew we'd bottle it. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful to see... Yeah, chat, by the way, obviously I know I'm talking about football and that, but just tell me what pairs to look at, because I'm out of EU now. So let me know what pairs you're mainly looking at, and what you're eyeing up, and I'll try to help you find positions, because I'm done now. So if you want re-entries on EU, I can try to plot that. Re-entries on GU, I can try to plot that. EG entries, let me know in it. GJ, I know people's looking at GJ, so just let me know in the chat. I know I'm talking about other stuff, but my eyes are always on the charts, boys, so just let me know any pairs. My dad ain't United, bruv, yeah. Drift King, I said to my boy, Luke Shaw masterclass incoming, then 2 minutes later, scored that own goal. No way you got a kid. What? I did not know you had a kid, El Slappo. What the hell? That's changed my perception of you, bruv. I don't know how. I don't know in what way it's changed it, but it's changed it. Sunday League game, but you've got the job done still. Yeah, that's it. Was in 5% drawdown, now back to BE. Thanks, brother. No worries. Oh, wow, yeah, just realised. Just realised this guy's name. Your dad United. Oh. Just realised what you said. Come on, your dad United. TP smashed on Giulu. Lovely, Shano. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, Dylan. Both of them started. Mount left forward. My dad ain't United. Can you please explain that EU trade? Yeah, no worries. Alright, so basically, EG, which indicator used for the power of 3. I don't really use an indicator for it, bro. People in the Discord like this one, though. HTF power of 3 by 2 degrees. Spelt wrong. Missed my entry up by 0.1 pips on GJ and I'm on UK. Right, let's have a look at GJ, EG as well. Right, cool. We'll quickly go over the EU trade. So EU, basically EU, the main thing for EU, well, is 2 things. Number 1, or three maybe, let's say. Three things. So first of all is trend. Actually, four things in it. Four things, right? So let's go on the four things. Four confluences. Why I took the trade. Okay, let's go through. Right, confluences. Alright, cool. Let's go through them all, right? So number one is trend momentum. Alright, and what that means, boys, trend momentum. Trend momentum means, so based on the higher time frame, you might know I said it's kind of unclear if we're going to react off of this order block or if we're going to continue higher, if we're going to respect the CRT down to here, or if we're going to respect the imbalance and continue up. It's not 100% clear. We're sort of seeing two different things, which is why this is why I go with trend momentum as a confluence, which is basically what have we been doing most recently. So most recently we've been bullish, right? So continuations are bullish, reversals are bearish, right? So really we want to go for continuations because that is where 80% of our profit's going to be. So we want to ideally catch the trend momentum in our favor, which is obviously bullish. And then if you want to zoom out even more and see it like this, again, you can see it's bullish. So you're going to have more chance just by blindly looking at this market. Simply, you're going to have more chance looking at buyers because you're following the trend momentum. So that's number one. Number two is internal, external, right? Internal and external liquidity. So internal and external is the easiest way to get a directional bias. It is the easiest way, and I'll show you how we did it here. So obviously yesterday, let's get rid of some of these indicators, right? So ignore this order block down here if you can. I'm gonna keep it there, but I'm gonna move like this. So of a range, right? We've got obviously we've got a low. Oh, sorry, not a low. We've got a low, high, and fair value gap, right? Now I've explained this multiple times before, but basically how it works is we go from an internal liquidity and then we run to external highs or lows, and then again we'll have another imbalance, for example here, so we fill that and then we'll run to external highs, right? So that's basically what we do. That's basically how we move. So when we last mitigate a fair value gap, and bear in mind this fair value gap was waiting for yesterday, right? If you was in the stream yesterday, which majority of you probably were, you would remember that we was looking for this to be filled yesterday, this imbalance, which we was looking to trade into, but it didn't really get done. Yeah, it didn't really get done how we wanted it to fill, right? We sort of came into it ever so slightly there and then ever so slightly there. See, this morning we wicked in, pretty much perfectly filled it and rejected it, which tells us that we're then coming for the external high. So that's one thing, is internal and external. The third thing is, so our actual entry strategy, which is Asia liquidity grab, and I'll type up brackets mentorship. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reference each of these ones if you're a member, just so you know which video you can watch. So, yeah, this one, yeah, we've got a video on this. This is on, that is on core content. Core content, season, what? Series 3. Yeah, series 3. No, series 4. Yeah, so that's on core content series 4. This is on core content series 4 as well, internal and external. And Asia liquidity grab, this is on core strategy. So if any of you need to know where these videos are, where you can find them, that is my abbreviation. If you don't like the abbreviation, then just ask me what the fuck they mean. Anyway, so that's the other one, which was the Asia liquidity grab, so we'll go through that. Basically, when the Asia low gets taken, we're looking to trade up into the Asia high. So you can see at this point here, the Asia low was taken. So we're looking for confirmations that we're then going to move higher. And the confirmation was obviously once we inverted this fair value gap, we used 0.5 as the move, as the level to bounce higher. And the main thing for this, I mean, you boys know how to trade it, but the main thing is wait for Asia low and looking for your confirmation. It's pretty simple, so I won't go over it too much. But it's the actual entry, right? So every strategy has got to have the actual entry model. And our entry model is Asia liquidity grab, right? Inversion, Asia low taken, aim for the Asia high. Pretty much that, right? Pretty simple. So that's Asia liquidity grab, and as we said, that is in the core content. All I mean by Series 4 is Series 1's market structure, then liquidity, then POIs, and then confluence concepts. So both of these are in confluence concepts from the core content in Series 4. And this is just a core strategy video. Plus, I'm going to do... Why is everything CS? Plus, I'll put case studies. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking for, why I entered the trade. And then the final one is the simplest one, really, and that is the DXY. So that is just looking at the DXY and seeing basically what are we doing, right? So when I want my entry to tap in, are we also moving similarly? So for the DXY, I had this CRT move, you'd have seen me mark out, which has only just been filled. So the fact it got filled, we was expecting price to move down. It took London high as well, so a good amount of liquidity. Asia high, London high, and the CRT high. Well, really, New York high, Asia high, London high. So all three of the previous sessions, and obviously one of them being the CRT high as well. Took that out and started to reject to the downside. And then I wanted, obviously, evidence that we're going to move in our direction. So when we was at this point here and I was waiting to get tapped into the trade, we obviously had an inversion fair value gap here, same as we did on EU. So we wanted price to tap back into this inversion and then roll down to the Asia low, right? Which obviously not exactly what happened, but we did react to our level. Right, you can see we tapped in there pretty nicely, right? So they're my 4 confluences, boys. If you wanted to know, well, you did want to know, that's why you asked, I suppose. But yeah, and then the DXY, this is just, again, this is on, I'm pretty sure Mace talks about this in 2024 mentoring, 2024 mentorship, right? Which is basically where we, yeah, you man know what the 2024 mentorship is. So these are my 4 confluences, and this is where you find it. And this is why you got to get in the mentorship, boys, because you see these, they're all 4 of them are from like really different parts of the mentorship. I mean, the 2 of them are from the same, obviously, but they're all different things. They're all not just a strategy. Like a lot of people are just going to give you a strategy. Do you know what I mean? We cover every angle of trading. So these 2, which are in the core content, this is like the stuff to actually help you understand the market. This is why it's core content and the 4th series of it. So there's obviously the first series of it is market structure, and then liquidity, and then points of interest, and then confluence concepts, which is what they're part of. And the core content is just to give you a good view to then actually trade our strategies. So once you join the mentorship and you do the core content, this is going to be this ticked off and you'll be able to see that. And then after you've done all the core content, so there is 5 series of core content. Once you've done all 5, you then move over to the strategy, right? And the case studies, which is where you're actually watching, like I said, the core strategy and the case studies. Well, we tell you this is the exact entry strategy that we use to get into trades on a day-to-day basis. This is what pairs we trade it on. This is what time we trade it. This is how we trade it. This is what levels we look for. This is what we look to invalidate it. This is what time frame we use, etc., etc. And then obviously the case studies, which is basically what I just did here, but in a recorded video for you to look back on. Like every time I do catch a nice trade, I'll make a case study basically talking about it, and then you can look back and understand how I trade my strategy. So again, that is past, so we've got the core content, that is past that with the strategy videos. And then the 2024 mentorship, so this is the part where you've pretty much watched everything. So not just this, there's obviously way more than these, than the core content and the case studies. There's way more than all of this. But once you've seen all of our pre-recorded videos, all of our recorded videos, you know our strategy, you've watched the case studies, you know the lessons, you know the psychology, you know everything we've taught. You watch the 2024 and 2025 mentorship, which is basically throughout 2024, we did a video, or 2 videos every month of like basically really advanced stuff. So like your quarterly theory, your daily true open, your CRT, stuff like that. And then obviously we do the same for 2025. So you got your 2024 mentorship, which is complete now to go watch through if you remember. And you've got your 2025, which is ongoing, and we're bringing videos out for that. So that is pretty much where you find these, which is why you got to get in the mentorship, because this is just 4 nuggets of knowledge hidden within that has just basically caused me to win a trade and do it in short succession as well. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense as to why I got into the trade and why you need to get in the mentorship. Who can help with a test on the mentor? Yeah, I can help you, bro, or Stu. Me or Stu can help. If you're looking to get in re-entries, it would, in my opinion, be at the end of this imbalance. So I will be looking to get in soon. We'll be looking to get in at the end of this imbalance. The end of that imbalance, chat. No worries, mate. Cool. So what was people saying? EG, weren't they? Let's have a look at EG. All right, EG's at a pretty decent point because we look pretty decently to the up. We look pretty decent to be bullish. This is what I wanted to complete in order to be bullish. So, chat, I'll go over my EG now. This is important. So, if you switched off because the trade's already played, this one's going to be important. So, I'm actually going to go back to last night because it's easier to show you what I was looking for. So, when was it last night? All right, basically then, right? Well, no, that was Wednesday. All right, this was last night, right? So, like, this is 10 o'clock. Well, no. So, yeah, 10 o'clock. So, basically, what I was looking for, if we look at, EG, we all know what we're looking for on the higher time frame. We've got this order block here, and we're bearish until we hit this order block, and then we'll seriously consider a longer-term trend reversal. Only when we get to this order block here, though, is a weekly order block if you want to mark it out for yourself. Obviously, the most recent bias, as we said, trend momentum has been bearish, so we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to just assume we're going to be bearish down to this order block. So that's the initial bias, is short. Then we look at the 4 hour, and obviously we've been seeing nice 4 hour mitigation, man. The 4 hour's been being respected pretty nice. Obviously, we've got external low, internal order block, and then external low, internal order block, and then external low. Obviously, then internal fair value gap. So you basically can see that the order flow is to the downside on the 4 hour. We've got an order block there, unmitigated wick there, order block there, and an imbalance there. So we are being respected, you can see, right? So we should really just continue to do that. So now, if we look at the actual price that we're seeing now, from the high to the low, we can see what was most recently mitigated. As we said, this was most recently mitigated. So because that happened, nothing above that we should consider needs mitigation, right? So our range is from here to obviously this low here. So first and foremost, let's draw on our premium and discount. So we've got our premium and discount, right? So if we want to be buying, we want to be buying here. If we want to be selling, we want to be selling here. So right now we are kind of, well, this is 10 o'clock last night, so we wanted it to come lower into here, but we'll get into that, right? We'll get into that, but we want to buy here. Second of all, we're going to mark on our internal and external liquidity. This is to get, so our bias obviously was to the downside till we hit here, but the internal and external is more the narrative. How are we actually going to get there? So how are we going to get there? Well, we've got a high and a low, so let's mark out the external high and low. Obviously, the external high is here, and the external low is obviously just that one on the downside right there. So the reason we're obviously going to use the low is because, as we said, we're in a downtrend and bearish order flow, so we should assume that the low is going to get broken, right? Not the high. So we'll keep that low on. So this is really what we're looking to get hit longer term. Not longer term, but that as the really like the completion of the move we're seeing. So I'll put that on and I'll just have it dotted out so we know that's the external low. We can get rid of that now. And then our internal liquidity. So we got external, and internal being fair value gaps or order blocks. As we said, most recently mitigated this, and then we've got a big imbalance here. So this is our imbalance on the 4 hour. You can see there's not really any present that hasn't been filled yet other than this, right? So this is my internal liquidity. Therefore, now we have a good narrative. Our narrative is to the downside, and we want it to come into here in order to then sell off. So basically right now, we want buyers up to this fair value, and then once we get to that fair value, we'll have decent sales down to that order block. So that's the general move. So now automatically I'm thinking, cool, so what are we going to be able to do to look for buyers up into here? Bear in mind this is at last night, 10 o'clock. what are we going to be able to do in order to get nice buys up to this fair value and then to sell. So I'm looking at, again, internal and external on the lower time frame. So I've noticed we've most recently taken a high, an external high. So I want some type of internal low to get filled. Sorry, some internal liquidity to get filled. Because obviously we took the external low here, right? So we should really fill this and come back down, but we didn't. So you notice we didn't go from external to internal. We didn't take an external low like we did there and then fill an internal. We didn't do that. We actually went external to external, which shows a reversal, and obviously the start of the lower time frame retracement. All right, and as I said, the evidence of that is we went from external taken to then again taking external again, which only reason that happens is if rather than just continuing the trend, we actually have a reversal, which is what we had, right? So I'm looking for now, after we've taken external, internal to be back again, internal, external to be back again, and then we hopefully tap an internal, then go to external, tap an internal, external, and then we get the move down, whatever. Basically, on the lower time frame, we took an external, we want internal. I marked out this order block because it just seemed like the most probable one. It's a pretty big candle, seems significant. It came at US Open, so probably going to have some significance. And after that bearish candle, every other candle was pretty much bullish. So that's the candle I used. I'm then looking for CRT, and that one's obvious. We've got this big ass candle on the 4 hour where we got the high and we got the low, obviously, and the high was taken out and then closed back within, meaning we're looking for sells down to the candle's low, which just happened to be floating within our order block. And as you can see, the order block's there, and the CRT lows just in line with it. So what am I looking for? All in all, now I'm looking for sells down to this CRT low that's within my order block. Then I'm looking for buys up to this imbalance, which is going to be my main move that I'm looking for London session. And then I'm going to be looking for sells down to the external low. So basically what I'm waiting to happen, well, basically either trying to trade into this low or I'm trying to trade into this high, one or the other. But yeah, now we actually know what's going on. So if we play the market through a little bit more, you see the CRT low has actually been completed now, right? So the CRT low has been completed and we've tapped into this order block. Not only have we tapped into the order block, but we tapped into the body of it, which is even nicer. I'm going to anchor it to the body just so we can get accurate. Oh, there we go. Cool. Cool. So now really we should be seeing a move up to the external high of this and then obviously move into that low. So again, we're looking for this to continue through, and that's going to be the move that we're catching for only 4 high time frame sells to prevail. We then go into the lower time frames to see what we can potentially see. Obviously this is the 4 hour that you would have seen completed, like that. Bosh. Anchor onto the low again. Is this making sense, chat? Tell me if it's making sense, yes or no on EG. So basically we're just looking for now, as we said, you can have all the analysis. Now you want your actual entry. So the way we enter is obviously Asia liquidity grab or daily true open, whichever one's looking nicest. And we can see that the daily true open is not really looking good to the upside. So we're going to have to go with an Asia liquidity one, which is the point now that we're at. So now we're just looking for, since we've taken Asia low, is there any sort of confluence that we're coming higher? Is there any confirmations? Is there a change? Mainly change of characters or FEGs, I'll be real. Sorry, I meant it's madness. He started Mount LF and Lama gonna. Mate, Mason Mount is so bad. To be fair, the damage that Ten Hag has done to that club though is irreplaceable. He's signed so many players, and I'm not even being a United hater, boys. He has signed so many players, and none of them have been good. Like, none of them. Genuinely none of them. Like, not one player has been good that they've signed. Not one. Their best signing, boy. Have United made a better... Obviously Bruno, but other than Bruno and Ahmad, their fucking best ever... Their best signing in recent times probably is Maguire. Like, all jokes aside. At least he's not terrible. I actually quite rate Maguire. He gets a lot of stick, but I think people are realising now he's actually not that bad. Alright, so now again, so we're actually tapping into an order block, which could be a time you could be getting into buys. We're tapping into order block. Right, so let's see if we can get... Basically, what we're seeing, in order to be confirmed that we are going to buy, so in order for me to be looking to actually get into buyers... Oh, shit, the news come through and we missed it. But in order to be getting into actual buyers to then move up to this high, what we really want is a fair value gap to be inverted. So we would have liked to close above this, and then again we would have, rather than moving down, we would have looked for it to flip. So close above, to retap, and then buy. We obviously didn't get that close above, so what we're looking for is order flow now. Order flow to flip. Because remember, boys, now bear this in mind. This is important for those of you that trade inversion fair value gaps. This is important to realise, because we can either do one of two things to sort of disqualify order flow. And a lot of people only know about inversions. Obviously change your characters, but that's not really order flow that much. So order flow is basically what are we mitigating. So there's two ways of seeing it. We look at it, and you guys look at it with inversions, as we disrespected bullish order flow. So let me write that down. So disrespected bearish order flow. So that's what we're looking for, right? That will make sense to people. When we say disrespecting bearish order flow, that means we've got a bearish order flow being a fair value gap, and we're looking for it to disrespect it, close above, and then use it as a flip zone, right? That's all that means. So who can guess what is the other one? If we can look at reversals by seeing if bearish order flow is being disrespected. The other way we can see it is pretty obvious, respecting bullish order flow, right? So there's disrespecting bearish order flow, which is these inversions, and then respecting bullish. So if we, for example, now come up into a fair value gap that we're really eyes on to be disrespected because we're looking for buyers, it comes in, it doesn't disrespect it, right? Then next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, cool, it didn't disrespect bearish order flow, but is it going to respect bullish order flow? Because that just shows the same thing in a different way, right? So if we respect bullish order flow, so for example, if I'm seeing a nice candle like this, and then the next candle as well being bullish. So actually, here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example now. So now we're actually at the point where we can see what's going on. So this is our bearish order flow, which didn't get disrespected, right? Bear in mind, we respected this. So now we're trying to see, are we going to disrespect the other order flow? Are we going to respect bullish? So the way we can tell, you're probably thinking, well, yeah, but we can see candles coming into it and moving up. But how do we actually see if it's how do we actually see if we're respecting this? Well, we have a fair value gap, a smaller fair value gap coming off of it, like that, right? So very subtly, very, very subtly, if price comes into this fair value gap and closes above, then that'll tell me, yeah, we may not have disrespected bearish order. We may not have disrespected bearish order flow with this, but we are respecting bullish order flow by tapping into an order block and then inverting a smaller fair value gap. So that will almost be just as good. So that reaction here, if we do that, is just as good as if we would have inverted up here. So hopefully that makes sense to people. GU taking the piss, literally tickled TP then shot down. Wow, yeah. Whoa, let me make sure I deleted my limits. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's another trade, yeah, calm. Fuck me, my heart skipped a beat a second, bro. I did delete them, yeah, I did. Let's see, man. Let's see how we do anyway, bro. I'll be real. We could retap and run to TP. Could happen. Retaps into that now anyway. Not gonna lie, I got a pretty good fucking exit on that. Got a pretty good exit. I mean, the news come through to the downside, so we did well to get out before that. This is what I'm saying, boys. We actually got in a pretty fucking nice trade this morning. Do you know what I mean? I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. I'm gonna draw on the. I'm gonna keep on the actual same entries though for EU and GU, just so we can see if people are still getting in. Is anyone jumping in GU and EU? The re-entries, just re-tapping to the level. I'll be right. It's not the worst idea in the world. It's actually not. GU, I did kind of want that though. I'm not gonna lie. Before I jumped on stream, I know you lot are gonna say cap, but I did mark out this order block. So basically, what I wanted to see before. So this is before. I wanted this order block to come through and then look for sells basically until EU had that move down which filled the imbalance, and that's when I wanted to look for buyers. So so at this point here, yeah, this point here, what I was looking for is price to come into this order block here in order to sell down to this imbalance. That's what I was looking for. And then GU, obviously, I was looking for price to obviously come up to here. Oh, come up to here and then sell off from that down. Basically what I was looking for. And then, as we know, Euro did what it did, came down, respected, so we didn't end up getting in GU, but we was looking at that order block anyway. I know people's asking for GJ, so I'm gonna look at GJ in a sec. But yeah, let's see EG. Yeah, see, look, see what I'm saying, boys. See what I'm saying for EG. Does this? EG's looking decent, boys. I'm not gonna lie. EG, this is what I'm saying. Is that making sense? Does that make sense? What I said? So not only can you be disrespecting bearish order flow, we didn't do that, but we respected bullish order flow. Right, so what I'd actually be trying to do is you can live execution this or something like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you might cook with something like this. You actually might cook with something like this. You might cook with something like this. What's your bias on GJ? Everyone's talking about G respected, yeah. EU shorts look good right now. GU taking the piss. 4-hour order block on GU under current price. I agree, MH. I do agree. In terms of internal, external, yeah, fair play. Again, that's the internal we're filling, so we should be coming now to that external low. So this order block shouldn't be used as a retap. It should just be straight disrespected. That's another thing internal externals for. Like, yeah, we've moved off of this, but are we going to react off this? Well, internal external tells us we shouldn't react off this. So you haven't even got to worry about buyers. You can worry about using this as a TP. So yeah, if you're in sales, fair play. Yeah, EG. We did well to close at the DTO. Boys, I'm not going to lie. This, oh, bro, I could have actually had sells, you know. Did I don't know if I sent this in or who was on live. Wait. Let me show you so I'm not Let me actually show you so I'm not bullshitting. Let me show you, innit? So I know you man are going to think I'm capping on this. So let me show you. Let me show you first. Alright. So wait. The 15-minute levels, yeah? This order block here on EU and this order block here on GU. Well, it's a 5-minute one. Any coffee this morning? Yeah, and I got it in a fucking lovely Arsenal mug as well. Nah, joking. I do have coffee though. Yeah, let me fucking show you. I'm going to look at GJ now as well, boys. I'm going to look at GJ. Send your charts into chart check on GJ. like. Might be hard to... Am I lagging? Chat, I'm not lagging, am I? No, I'm not. You go right back to the start. Just watch, just watch. Just let me cook. Yeah, bro. Rob, did I really take this long to start the fucking stream? Okay, there we go. Alright. EU. What was it? Oh, it's 30-minute. Chat to me about that, man. Look at that. So have you... What would the RR on that be? I even had it on the screen. 3318. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Am I bugging out? Oh, I drew it wrong. That's why. It was on the. It was meant to be on the DTO. Anyway, yeah, that was the fucking trade, and then we had the stop loss above that wick. 10 pips. And where did we have the TP at? And the TP at that CRT low, right, which is the Friday Asia low. That's what I'm saying, boys. Who's got notifications on for these streams? Who's really got notifications on for these streams? But I want to see GU so I can show you. I did have the GU level as well. Where's GU? I want to go to... Let me do this in 2 times speed. Where's GU, bro? Yeah, GU, look. Wait. Let me cook. Let me cook, bro. Come on. Oh, why did I delete it? Oh, I think I jumped on stream. Oh, yeah, then I marked out this for the long. Yeah, look. And then that long played through. Bro, come on now. Let me get that level back on screen. Yeah, that 5-minute. Someone try to tell me shit. Someone try to tell me shit. Someone try to tell me shit. Okay. Talk to me nice, chat. That's all I'm going to say. From now on, I want you to talk to me nice. Let's look at GJ, because I know people are trading it. That was crazy, though, boys. That was crazy cookings. Let's get rid of this other GU. We don't need it. Is this the right G? Yeah. Yo, yeah. My name's Corte. Hard, knock your head off a gate. Yo. Yo, so. Who's this guy? Who's this prick with a wonky eye? Yeah, GJ weren't looking the nicest. I did like UJ, though. Yeah, ooh. Fuck me. Yo. I might just be the GOAT. Play, man. Yo, come on. Respect that one as well. Look at that. That's a whole perfect FVG. And we got the CRT there as well, so you know it wasn't a fluke. Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have it a little bit quicker, you know. For fuck's sake. Someone's up pure ass. Come on, man, that is crazy. Anyway, basically, yeah, the same thing still. Oh, you man are trading GJ, innit? I don't know why you're trading GJ. UJ, we've got a clear bias. We've got higher, low, external low, internal liquidity's been taken. So we've got a clear bias. We're clearly trading towards the external low. We've got a clear direction being here. If you go on the weekly as well, we've got the CRT where we got the high was swept. So we're looking for price to trade down into the low. So we've got a strong draw there. We looked at the 4 hour, and again, we just did the 4 hour yesterday with internal and external. Yesterday we was currently there. Obviously, so we had the leg being from here to here. So again, the exact same thing we're basically seeing here, just on a lower time frame. We've got this 4 hour, we've got this imbalance here. So obviously we're in a downtrend. We want to see the external low get taken and it be from the internal CRT high. So yeah, we've got our internal liquidity and our external liquidity, and also the CRT. If you look again, we've got a candle, took out the low, should be trading into the high, which happens to sit just below our imbalance. So we're waiting for price to come up, take this CRT, fill this imbalance, and then move down to the external low, which is what we was looking for yesterday. And then you can see that's pretty much exactly what happened. Well, not exactly, but it is what happened. So now, yeah, these are looking nice because I'm assuming people was looking for buyers. So it is looking nice for buyers, but be very careful. We're not really coming off of anything. So yeah, to be fair, I'd probably leave buyers alone. They do look good. I mean, they look good for the reason that we got CRT here, so we should come into this CRT high. But there's nothing. If you look left, there's nothing here that we're really tapping into. So it's a very, very risky one to be getting in. Yeah. If you are getting in, I'd go off this inversion. Or even potentially just the order block. Even potentially the order block, to be fair. Yeah, there's just no higher time frame. So it's not a great setup. It's not terrible. It's just there's no higher time frame. You're mainly going off Asia liquidity. I mean, we have taken, obviously, the Asia low. The 4 hour CRT has been confirmed, which is, obviously, without a doubt, nice. Very nice. We've got this CRT high as well. So, yeah, let's... 3 minutes left, obviously, to confirm this CRT. Let's get rid of that. Fuck off. Yeah, I'll be really looking for that. I mean, the RR's not the worst either. You can adjust the order block if you want and get in there. Like a 2 to 1. That's what I'll be looking at on GJ, to be fair. I think GUO is going to go bear up for a bit and then a big push up. I know I got in them longs. I should have just held them sells, bro. Should have just held that sell limit, bro. That sell limit is absolutely cooking, bro. That CRT low here. Yeah, and Postecoglou is such a fat bean as well, bruv. I bet he thinks he's 30 now. I always win shit in my second year, mate. I'm a fucking... Bro ain't done shit. I can't work out if I can't work out if I like or dislike. I'll be real, I do like Ange because he's a dickhead. And I always like managers who are dickheads. But he is still a dickhead, so it's kind of difficult, guys. Yeah, EU and G just running down. Not gonna lie, boys, we cooked this morning. We actually did cook. We got the direction and we got managed to get a trade. How's EG? Okay, yeah, this is tapped in now. Who's in EG? Who's in EG, boys? Who's in EG? Chat, let me know who's in EG. Who's in EG, chat, let me know. Every time he's won a trophy in his second year, but he's never actually won a good trophy. He's won the worst Europa League ever. I mean, to be fair, this Europa League is not, may as well not be the Europa League, you know what I mean? And that's not even me. I feel, obviously I'm going to say that because Tottenham have just won it. But I feel like even before they won it, I was saying it. Even at the start of the season, I was saying it. Me, nice. Didn't tap me in again. Fuck me, what broke are you on, Dory? What broke are you on? But yeah, this year's Europa League is not even on the same level as the other one. It's more like the Conference League this year, innit? Like, let's be real. Let's be honest. This year's Europa League may as well be the Conference League. Yeah, Stu's just happy with whatever, to be fair. I don't blame you. To be fair, you lot would have been happy fucking winning Carabao Cup. To be fair, what's even a better trophy now? To be fair, the Carabao Cup's better trophy than Europa League now, I'd say. It's now harder to win, for sure. Is the Europa League now the worst trophy in England? Well, obviously the the Conference League. Conference League's in my opinion, this is how it goes in terms of trophies in England, yeah? Conference League is the worst. Then Europa League. Then Carabao Cup. Then FA Cup. Then Premier League. Then Champions League. I think that's how it goes. And even that, arguably, I'd say Premier League's harder than Champions League. But we'll see. Eddie Howe all the way. Eddie Howe's a good player, mate. Fucking Tottenham. Well, to be fair, I was going to say Tottenham should bring... good player. I just said that's so wrong. He's a good manager. I was going to say Tottenham should bring him in, but I just realised Newcastle's way better of a job and a better side. So it's just so stupid of me. Normally when we flirt around like this at a high, it's like we filled all the imbalance. So there's no reason to still keep flirting about. So we should really break the high, boys. Should really break the high. At least Dory's able to get tapped in. Hopefully it doesn't run him straight to stop loss though. Two Prem teams on 2 years to win Europa. Yeah, man. We do cook Europa quite a lot. Well, no way MH is clips. I didn't know that. Alright, we should be in now anyway. No, fair play to Tottenham. We'll let them have their fun. They did win the shittest trophy going, but we'll let them have their fun. They've earned it, to be fair. Fuck me if they earned it. To be fair, if any club did deserve it, actually they didn't really deserve it. They've been awful this year, but part of me's like, bruv, you know what? These lot have had it bad. Like Arsenal have had it bad. Arsenal have had it bad since I was growing up, you know what I mean, getting bantered and that. But to be fair, the only team that's held it probably equally as much is United and Tottenham. So fuck it, bruv. They deserve it. They were the better team, even though both teams were shit. They were the better team, so fair play to them. Fair play to them, they've won something. But now, I was almost thinking this could become like a curse for them. Because now your fans have like tasted a trophy. Now we're sort of going to be like, right, we're not just happy with any old trophy now. Now we actually want to see like a bit of progression. Like we've got the trophy drought out the window. Now we actually want to be like consistent Champions League, pushing for the Prem, you know what I mean, signing top class players. And you're actually just like a million miles away, or you finish fucking 17th or 16th. So, yeah, it's going to be a difficult one for Tottenham now, I think. See where they go from here after they've won the trophy. Yeah, Clips, I bare didn't know that was you, bro. I'll be real. I bare didn't know it was you. Oh, mate, Claiming needs to allow himself, bruv. Look at this, bro. I'll show you on the fucking screen. Bro, just know if Kwame one day did what I did on stream, he would you would not hear the end of it. Bro, man literally did this. Look, let me show you this, bruh. Look, so he sends this, right, with just a line on the chart. Right, it's just news, yeah, it's literally just news. So it's random level, random line. It's tapped in the middle. Bear in mind, you could have drawn the line there. And every time it would have been like, oh, I called it to the T. But how am I that exact level? And then just puts the eye emoji, like he knows something we didn't. Bro, you just drew a line on the fucking chart, like. You know what I mean? You know what I mean about this brer? Like, bruv, look. Alright, look how good I am at predicting the market, yeah? You ready for this? Boom. Told you guys. Absolute perfect buys off that. Told you guys. And again, perfect buys. It's actually forming a cock and ball pattern as well. Drawing a line on your chart, boys. I bet this actually does actually annoy me. Probably more than it should. But drawing a line on your chart does not mean shit. For God's sake. Like a line especially. A line is potentially the most pointless thing. Because thing is with a line, there's no SL. So I could draw a line here. But bruv, what? So where's people's stop loss going to be? There. Like, people like that, when they send a line in and then it sort of reacts off it. Like, what he's done is that, basically. And said, oh, look, it's reacted off it. And then put that little eye emoji like you know shit. Bro, for a start, if you're going to just do random shit, at least, like, explain it why you've done it. You know what I'm saying? What pair was it? I can't even see it. Put it in NASDAQ, wasn't it? Someone help me out. What the fuck is this? Oh, mate, it's fucking NASDAQ. Annoying. Oh, brilliant. That was such a good level. That was such a good level that reacted so well. Where was it? It was basically the bottom wick of that candle there. Oh, wow. That was so good, that. Watch out. I'm dead. Man sent a he sent a screenshot at that point thinking he cooked. I'm saving it for the hate reply. You can't aura farm with that emoji and then... Let's go, boys. Arsenal have won 1 game out of 4 against Newcastle. The cup game at St James's Park was fire. Yeah, it was actually, mate, I'll be real, Newcastle are our bogey team. But you know why? Because Newcastle and Villa are dirty bastards. Especially Newcastle. Newcastle are the dirtiest side in the league. I promise you now, and this is not biased, because I'll even say it for Tottenham. Some of the stuff that like Bruno Guimaraes and these man do, if that was a Tottenham player, or Arsenal player, United player, or like a Liverpool player, if that was any one of those, okay, not Liverpool, because Liverpool always get the rest, didn't they? But if that was like United, Tottenham, Chelsea, City, any of those players, they get rinsed in the media all the time. They're dirty, For some reason, Newcastle just get away with everything. They're the most dirtiest team. They waste time. They do all the... And, bro, they do like the old delaying the restart, all of that. They do everything but never get punished for it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, delaying the restart. Remember when Declan Rice got sent off for that? And then, who else got sent off? I think, and Trossard got sent off. Never done for anyone else. Newcastle do it every single week. Bro, some of the fouls they do as well is just like blatantly should get sent off. Just never do. And you just know if that was someone like... I don't know, like Bruno or something who did that to someone, he just would get sent off. I'm sensing some stress today. Okay, this is where Tottenham get their main character syndrome. We gave you your kudos. We're moving on to Newcastle. We've moved on to Newcastle and their cup win. So, listen. I know it's big, you've had your trophy, it's the first time you've won one, so you're not really used to this moment, but just take a breather, composure, we'll probably circle back to Tottenham and start talking about them again later. Right now we're just talking about Newcastle. And don't worry Stu, it's not nothing good about Newcastle. This guy commented that Arsenal actually apparently haven't beat him this season, which is brilliant. He's a rage baiter, delusional. It might actually play into Man United's hands. There's going to be about 10 teams in the Prem in Europe that have some... Yeah, trust me. Trust me. I was saying that. Me and my pals are saying that. It's true. He's a rage baiter, delusional. Check EU. It works. We are fourth. Defo some dodgy business going on there. That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, it's not even the fact that you just fly under the radar. Do you know what I mean? Am I the only one who sees that with Newcastle and Villa? Like Newcastle's old. You've been flying under the radar. You're one of them teams. If Newcastle lose, no one cares. If Arsenal, Tottenham, well, not really Tottenham and United, 'cause you lose every week. But historically, you know what I mean. If we lose, we get slated. With Villa and Newcastle, no one actually really cares that much. So Newcastle next year, though. You've had an absolute blinder of a season. So I think next year the pressure will be actually on you. It'll be interesting to see if you can keep some of your players as well. We have 28 trophies, mate, so it's not really the first, is it, lol? You know what I mean, mate. It's literally your first in 20 years, mate, or 17 years. I'm just saying, bro, just compose yourself, like. We've all experienced this. We all know what it's like. We all know what it's like. Newcastle have 150 mil to spend apparently. Fuck me. I don't know because they were saying all about this financial fair play shit, weren't they? You can see though, the boys, this what I was talking about with the order flow. Hopefully we can significantly close past this high. Them Saudi money's got them like that, trust me. Year of the Birds, yeah, trust. You experienced a European trophy win. Not what I said we've all experienced winning a trophy. All experienced winning a trophy, Stu. I know, and that's it. You're not really helping my point here. I just said, like, compose yourself a bit. You know what I mean? Like you guys are getting more mad than me. You guys are raging more in the chat than me. And you're supposed to have won something. Hey, we suffered the last 2 seasons of FFP. I don't really understand why and what that was about though. I love you, love. I see a lot of passion in you, and I respect it. Why does it sound like I'm about to get picked for like a Carabao Cup game? It sounds like the manager's called me in for a chat and been like, "Look, been seeing how you've been training. You got a lot of passion. I see it in you. I respect it. You're starting against Shrewsbury." Yes, come on, Mum. I'm finally made the squad. I'm fucking starting against Shrewsbury. I know Shrewsbury. No, they're shit. No, it's not the Premier League. No, not the FA Cup. It's the Carabao Cup, man. It's the fucking Carabao Cup. I'm starting for Arsenal. I'm starting. Yeah, Shrewsbury. No, they're not in the Premier League. Alright, fuck you. That's what that just felt like. We spent big first season. Eddie Howe took over. Plus our revenue wasn't very high. Oh, fair play. I don't know how your revenue isn't higher though, because you got a decent stadium and all that. I suppose. I don't know. How many seasons before Newcastle just clean up? I'll give it 4 years maybe. The one thing though that Tottenham, Arsenal, and Chelsea really have over all you, man, and over every single club is like. No one wants to live anywhere in the UK other than London, I feel like. So if it's a toss-up between Newcastle, Arsenal, well, not Tottenham right now because we can't really put them on the same level as Newcastle. That ain't even me having a dig, that's just me actually being truthful. But if it's between a player joining Chelsea, Arsenal or Newcastle, I just feel like they'd be like, bruv, I'm not trying to live in Newcastle. I'd much rather live on Tottenham High Road. Come on. Or fucking... Yeah, this is just consolidating, boys. Now, what's going on there? Wait, anal beads. Double-ended dildo, wow. Wait, what? Why is Stu just commenting? What's going on here? Oh, hell no. What's the kiss? What is that? Is that a kissing emoji? Is that a kissing emoji? Right. We did nice though. We did well today though, boys. We did well to get in a trade. Is that right? Any who's entered a trade? I want everyone in here. There's only about 50 man in here. Yeah, it was a bit of an uneventful morning, I suppose, but only about 50 man. Boys, by the way, these are the mornings you've got to tune in for because it's easy to tune in on a good day and like sit here watching the market moving quick as anything. But the people that actually sit here and watch the market when it's slow, I do this shit every single day. So the fact that you're doing it with me just shows you're going to be reaching my level real soon. But the people that only watch it when they're in a trade, they're never going to do well because they're watching it for the money, not trying to learn. We're actually trying to learn. We've got equal highs. These should be broken, I'll be honest. We should move up here, boys. I'll be honest. If you're in longs, I'm pretty confident for you. And a GJ buy, fair play. Is it worth holding? Yeah, bro. For me, it would be. Take a picture of this one. Am I still getting texts? Fucking hell. I'm coming to surpass your level, Lou. Can't do censor like that. Can't flip the student on the master like that. Clips ain't here to take part. He's here to take over. Here to take over. Cool. People's in GJ buys. Isak turned Arsenal down. Bruno also turned Arsenal down. I mean, that just didn't happen, did it? Maybe in your little Newcastle world that happened. But let me just be open and clear here. If Arsenal wanted Isak at the same time Newcastle wanted Isak, he would be wearing a fucking red shirt. No one would rather choose Newcastle over Arsenal. Literally no one. No one. Maybe Alan Shearer, to be fair. But Newcastle are not that guy. Like, you are not that guy. They always love... Their fans always say shit like this, innit? Like, their fans are adamant that everyone's always after, like, Bruno or, like, Isak. Fair play people probably are after Isak, but... Do you know what I mean? They're always acting like people are after their players. Like, you always get them on Talk Sport, like, oh, they turned down him, they turned down them. Right, allow it, man. Quite funny last night, basically ruined United summer transfer window. Yeah, trust. And now Tottenham's one's like, wait, what the fuck do we actually do? We're in the Champions League. What the fuck? Do we try and do well in this? Do we even bother? And United's just absolutely fucked it. It's quite funny, to be fair. It was quite funny. At least it's United that have done shit. We shall see, sunshine. What do you mean we shall see? I'm saying, you just said he turned us down. It just didn't happen. Just didn't happen, do you know what I mean? Bet we win side big before Arsenal. Nah, man, come off it. Come off it, man. With what evidence? You got a worse side. You've never finished above us since you've even been bought. You've never outperformed us in the champs. If we're talking about a big trophy being the Champions League or the Premier League, real talk, do they sack Ange? No, I don't think they should, mate. He's a shit manager, but who cares, bruv? He's done what they wanted you to do. Like, you should keep him. You owe him a season, innit? You owe him a season. You owe him a season. But he's shit. He's not an elite manager. Like, fair play, he's done well, he's won the trophy and that, but you can't really do that. Like, maybe Spurs is the one club where you can probably get away with doing it right now, but as a serious manager, you can't take like a top six massive multinational team. When I say multinational, like, these boys bring in big fucking revenue from different continents. Like, you can't take a serious club like that and make them finish 17th, but then just be like, oh, I won a trophy, mate. Like, I get it, it's good for you, man, innit? But, I mean, for the board, surely they're looking at that guy and, like, we can't really continue with this, like, in terms of a business model. Give him some slack, mate. Bruno's going in the summer too, and their manager is a Portuguese fraud. It's true, it's true. Bruno does need to leave. And Josh Scott, let's have a bet on that as well. Let's have a bet. Premier League or Champions League? I bet we'll bet £1,000 on it. A grand that Arsenal win the Prem or Champs before Newcastle. Let's have a grand on it, Josh. You think Aaron just to go? I better get both sides of it. I do get both sides of it. United need a massive club clean out. So many shitters. Yeah, but bro, they sort of did clean out. But Ten Hag just signed in a load more shitters, and now they've got so much dead wood. So the problem with United is they overgas the manager, and their fans base is to blame as well. They get a manager in and they're like, oh, do you remember like when they were saying Ten Hag's amazing? Like, oh, he's so good, let's give him whatever he wants to sign his players. And he signed so many players, and all this like dead wood, they only signed him like a year ago. You know what I mean? Look, let's go through it. Let's actually go through this. Right. Right, these are all right. Let's go through these, right? I'll check GJ as well after for you, man, because I know you man are in that. Alright. Andra and Anna. We're gonna right, these are the rankings. Wait, actually. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright. So S is being good. S is really good. Good, average, bad, shit. Alright? So we're going to start. Casemiro is going to go... They signed him for 70 million, bear in mind. He's going in bad. Weghorst, shit. Butler, harsh, but... I mean, he can't even get a game over fucking this bar. We're going to go shit. Johnny Evans, it's going to have to be shit. Weghorst, shit. Anana, shit. Do not rate this brer at all, but we'll go bad. Shit. We're going to go okay, but I actually think it was a really bad signing. This guy I don't think's good. Mazraoui I think's bad. Mason Mount, terrible. Ugarte, terrible. Martinez, we're going to go okay. I don't even know who that is. I'm just going to leave him. Who is this guy, chat? Who the fuck is this guy? Malacia, he's bad. Anthony, terrible. This guy, even worse than Anthony, bro. This guy, terrible. This wasn't the worst signing in the world. This guy's... I really don't like him, but it's a bit harsh to put terrible. So we're going to put both of these... Actually, Xerxes definitely in terrible. And then I don't really even know who these two are, so we're just going to go bad. And all of these fucking players were bought recently by Ten Hag. All of these players. So, out of all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 players, there's 3 that are average at best. We need an E and F column. Yeah, for real. For real. Old Trafford falling to bits, 700 million debt, leaky roof and defence. Yeah, for real. Man United is a proper tank club. Owner is a proper money scrounger. Rashford probs be feeding their players soon. Amorim gets sacked. Yeah, but Ruben Amorim has a worse PPG ratio than Paul Drew's Derby side, who are literally the worst ever team who's improved since he arrived. What is PPG? Hit the Discord and we'll sort a wager. Sweet. Nah, what Xerxes is good. Nah, Xerxes is shit, man. I think he's terrible. And his name pisses me off as well. Anthony, my goat. But Ten Hag's made a lot of shit, so that's what I'm saying. They're all terrible, really. Dubravka. Oh, that's Dubravka, yeah. I was on loan. Anthony, my goat as well. Is Anthony like the biggest meme signing football's had? Oh, points per game. Oh shit, really? That is terrible. Wow, is that true stat? That is actually a damning stat if I've ever fucking seen one. Jesus. I'll be real, not really much going on in the markets, boys. I'm going to be jumping off soon. If you got any, I'm going to jump off soon. If you got any questions, boys, let me know. I should have entered this, man. I don't know why I didn't. Well, I do know why I didn't, but I should have. Put him GOAT level. Yeah, boys, any more questions before I jump off? He's saying, Jake. Which challenge can you recommend? Send me a DM, bro. Shari, send me a DM on Discord, bro, and I'll sort you out a challenge. I'll sort you out. Send me a message on Discord, bro. My name is Louis. You'll see me on there. And I'll sort you out a challenge. Boys, with them 200Ks as well, a lot of you probably still waiting, so... Yeah, them 200K giveaways still going, boys. I've got a few. Few went out yesterday. And there's a few going to go out today as well, so stay active on DMs. If I just started trading, I'd say 10K two-step on ACG. Fair play. Not a bad shout at all. Not a bad shout. I mean, 10Ks are the best for just starting. 77 people in there. Everyone like, is there 77 man in here? It tells me there's like 40. Fuck it. Either way. Boys, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to call it a day. Hopefully this EG does play out well. We did well on EU, I'm not going to lie. I won a trade. Hopefully some of you did as well. GU and EU. We caught the longs pretty well and we caught the sells pretty well. So, yeah, man. Happy for today. Had a good day. But yeah, boys, if anyone wants anything, signals, mentorship, or remember, boys, these 200Ks that I'm still doing, send me a message, man, and I'll get it out to you. I'm going to be replying to some more of you who wanted the 200Ks. As I said, few of them were given out yesterday. We've still got ACG 200Ks to give out. Still got optimal 200Ks where we're doubling them. We still got a lot of shit coming, boys. So be active on your DMs, and I'm going to be giving more people some winnings today. Appreciate you tuning in, boys, and I'll catch you in the next one.